Yeah, got a new show for y'all. Yeah. Yeah. I am. You are a sellout. Black people, yeah, you're a race traitor? Because they took our black card. Well, they can keep it, I don't care. I'm raceless. You raceless? Yeah. So they got this AI system that's a leftist with purple hair, had 50 abortions, got one on the way. Yeah. That's what the AI system looks like. It's a fat lady with purple hair. She's had 50 abortions. She's got green and purple hair. Yeah.
Yes, I'm back with my two favorite Dumb and Dumber. This week they're upset because YouTube has dared to take down their bullshit.
Looking straight crazy. Yeah, as we ramp up our enforcement, we'll initially remove violative violative videos without giving a strike. We will begin issuing strikes for new content uploaded after Inauguration Day, January 20th, 2021. A lie. I did a video on a black lady claiming that there was some over-the-counter medicines people can take to help them overcome the Chinese virus. Y'all took that video down. Yeah. Y'all took down medical professionals' videos. Yeah, she was a doctor. This medicine. She was a doctor that claimed she's treated like hundreds of patients. Yeah. None of them died, and she told everybody how she treated them. Y'all took our video down. And everybody else's. So it would help if y'all follow your own rules. Yeah, it'd be great. Can I say something? Can I say something, YouTube? That's cool. That's cool, but why did y'all let all these people, all these media outlets run with this Russia collusion hoax? Yeah. No proof. Yeah. All over your platform that said that the president of the United States colluded with Russia to win the election with no proof. Turns out there was no proof, and he got cleared of that.
Never any collusion. Russian collusion hoax. Because there was no collusion.
But no matter how many times Trump says this, here's what we can't lose track of. We now have evidence of 3 major connections between the Trump campaign and Russia. Here's how we know. FBI Special Counsel Robert Mueller has tied several top Trump officials to Russia. So let's try to organize them. We can do so with 3 specific categories. The first is a category we'll call shady connections. Years before Trump's 2016 run, his campaign manager Paul Manafort had several problematic connections with Russia. He had worked for Ukraine's pro-Russian political faction, making tens of millions of dollars. He owed $10 million to a Russian oligarch named Oleg Deripaska. And then during the 2016 campaign, he allegedly gave polling data to a man named Konstantin Kalibnik, who has ties to Russian intelligence. Manafort left the campaign in August 2016, and he's now in prison for laundering $30 million and hiding it from the US government. We can call this second category Russian intel. During the campaign, several Trump staffers, including his son, worked with Russians to get dirt on top Democrats. Donald Trump Jr. and Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law and senior advisor, attended a meeting in Trump Tower with a Russian lawyer named Natalia Veselnitskaya, who promised documents and information from the Russian government that would reveal dirt on Hillary Clinton. Meanwhile, hackers working for the Russian government stole emails from the Clinton campaign and other top Democrats. Trump's foreign policy advisor, George Papadopoulos, heard about these emails and tried to arrange a meeting between Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Eventually, the hackers gave the emails to WikiLeaks, and Trump's campaign advisor, Roger Stone, reached out to WikiLeaks to find out more about the hacked emails. Papadopoulos lied to the FBI about the emails and was sentenced to 14 days in prison. Stone lied to Congress about the emails and was arrested. The third and final category is the Moscow deal. While Trump was complimenting Putin on the campaign trail,
If our country got along with Russia, that would be a great thing.
What, he called me a genius? I'm going to disavow it? Are you crazy?
And I hope he likes me.
Trump was also negotiating a real estate deal in Moscow. And the person who negotiated the deal for him was his personal lawyer, Michael Cohen. But here is the important detail. Cohen needed someone to grease the wheels. So he emailed Putin's press secretary, Dmitry Peskov. The deal didn't end up going through, but if it had, it would have made Trump a lot of money, which is why Cohen kept Trump updated on these negotiations. But now, Cohen is going to prison for, among other things, lying to Congress about Russia. So when we zoom out, we can see the three major connections the Trump campaign had to Russia while Trump was running for president. His top campaign official had close ties to people who worked for or with the Russian government. Several members of his campaign, including his son, were open to receiving dirt from people who worked for the Russian government to improve Trump's chances at winning the election. All the while, Trump's personal lawyer was trying to close a lucrative deal for him in Russia with the help of a top Putin official. We don't know how much President Trump knew about each of these conversations or whether any of them crossed the line into outright criminality. But even from what we see here, we can see that Russia and ultimately Putin was willing to help Trump make more money and win the White House. And the people working for Trump were open to Russia's help.
Yeah, are you going to delete that video of Ehan? What's her name? Just call her Omar. Y'all going to move that video of Omar when she said the biggest terrorist threat in this country is white people? That was crazy. That was crazy as hell. Even if it was true, why say it? Yeah. Yeah, I know that's not true. All I got to do is go to FBI statistics.
China, Russia, and white supremacists are some of the biggest threats to the country, according to a new report from the Department of Homeland Security. The DHS conducted its first ever Homeland Threat Assessment, which was first obtained by CBS News. It aims to educate the public on the most significant threats facing the U.S. Well, the report also identifies white supremacists as the, quote, most persistent and lethal threat of all domestic violent extremist groups.
Now, I make this video to go after these two guys. Now, I make this video to go after these two white men because it's an important thing for us to understand what's happening. That a certain group of people culturally are beginning to lose power. And as they're beginning to lose power, they're beginning to shift the understanding of what it means to be a white person. Now, I say that because we know that being white is not based on being from Whitelandia. It's based on a set of cultural concepts. And so we have these two melanated individuals here who have simply accepted these concepts. And as they've accepted these concepts that basically white is right and everything else is wrong, then they've set into their bigotry. Now, bigotry is just simply you refusing to accept someone else's perspective. You standing on your perspective no matter what. Here we have conservatives standing on a false perspective. They're standing so strongly on it that they've even abandoned Fox News, that they will abandon any set of facts that disagrees with their perspective. This comes from what we have been trying to explain is an entitlement. White people have this sense of entitlement that as long as they're on that right side, that red side, that Republican side, whatever side it is that they deem is right for them, that as long as that you're on that side, now you're right. And it does not matter what your spiritual text may say. It does not matter what the Constitution may say. It does not matter what science may say. It does not matter what objective facts may say. They will scream at the very tops of their lungs that they are being suppressed because they're not allowed to spread their bullshit.